Please welcome Ann Hendrixson of the Population and Development Program.
Hi, everybody. I want to thank you for a beautiful and inspirational morning. And I want to share an inspirational story of a different sort. It's about poop. Yeah. It's about transforming poop into clean energy. There's a company in Colorado called Heartland Biogas, and it's taking cow manure and mixing it with food waste, and they capture the resulting methane emissions and turn it into natural gas. Well, human poop works too. So human-sourced fuel is fueling a fleet of buses and garbage trucks in Grand Junction, Colorado. Isn't that hopeful, right? It keeps methane out of the atmosphere, and it gives us a sustainable source of natural gas. But there's another reason that I find this inspirational, and it's because it takes the idea that human beings are a blight on the planet and turns it on its head. Not only can we find positive solutions, our poop can fuel cars. Yeah. We are living with very real and pressing environmental challenges. The burdens of climate change are disproportionately shouldered by some of the poorest and most actively marginalized people in the world. The environmental toxicity created by the United States' perpetual war on terror is terrifying. Lead pipes and leaden racism in Flint and Newark are poisoning Black communities. So we need inspiration. We also need to confront this people as blight ideas. Why? Because it profoundly devalues us. It devalues our bodies as parasitic and damaging. How can we fight for bodily integrity, for bodily autonomy, if we allow our bodies to be categorized as toxic to the planet? We can't. Why? Because when it merges with entrenched and treacherous inequalities, it means that people of color, people who are incarcerated, people who are differently abled, lower caste, undocumented, young, living in poverty, women, transgender, queer, are targeted for population control. Why? Because it leads to biased reproductive health care based on false environmental promises. The Center for Biological Diversity promotes a Get Whacked for Wildlife campaign. It's a vasectomy drive. You get a vasectomy and you get a commemorative t-shirt with a polar bear carrying a pair of scissors. But sterilizing people is not going to save the planet, although you may want that t-shirt. The fertility rate in the US dropped to a record low in 2014 at the same time that carbon emissions went up. We need to stop blaming tomorrow's children and babies for today's environmental problems. Why do we need to confront this people as blight idea? Because it is wrong. People do not have a default impact on the planet, good or bad. We can make positive changes. We need to make positive changes. This is not easy or simple, but we need to try, we need to fight. And this is a decades-long, massive commitment and undertaking. So we need stamina and inspiration. And it's easy to get weary and disheartened because the Donald, because melting ice sheets, because drilling off the shores of Louisiana, because deportations, because abortion restrictions, just because. So when you get low, remember this: poop can be transformed into energy. Thank you.